Praise the Lord, children of the Most High God. Today is February the 8th, 2021. And I love saying 2021. 2021, the year where we're no longer smiled at for being irresponsible. The state of being irresponsible is over. We are mature now, and we have to live into maturity. We have to live in truth. There's only two systems, and we see that very clear. There's a system that's man-made, and then there's a system that the laws of life have put in place. Just like the law of orbit, where the sun stay up, go down when it's the moon time to come up. The stars and all the galaxy is in place because of the laws of life. We have a law of life as human beings, as living beings on this earth, to keep peace and to keep harmony on the earth. There's another system that was created selfishly. We're no longer able to look at that system and put it over ourselves and think it's going to be okay. That system have led us into this plague that we're looking at. They call it a pandemic. I call it a plague. Just like it was in Exodus in the days in the Old Testament, we read about the plague where God was speaking to the spirits that wanted to bound and keep man down. Same thing. This is a plague that we're experiencing, and we have no power over it. We want it to leave. We're trying with everything we have, even a new vaccine, trying to eliminate this virus. But this is a plague, and it's all over the world because our problem that we're facing is not only in the United States, it's all over the world. And this is not a Republican, Democratic, religion, or religious beliefs. It has nothing to do with that. It has everything to do with right and wrong. That's what we're facing. Children of God, those of you who have right written on your heart, minds, and soul, know that you represent what you should be. Matthew's chapter 22, I think it's the 37th verse. We were told we shall love our God with all of our heart, soul, and mind. Now, who is your God? What is your core? Who do you represent? Where's your faith? Where do your faith lies? It's not a religious question I'm asking. I'm asking, when you speak, when you act, when you take actions, when you react, what is your foundation? What is your core? Where do you derive from? That's what you have to ask yourself. What foundation is my core sitting on? And if you can't see that's what's happening in life and in the world today, if you can't see that it's time for you to make a decision on which way you are going to go, you need to ask yourself, Where do your faith lie? Who is your God? Because your life is going to determine who's your God in your actions. We all know who each and every person God is by their action, because we represent our God whether we know it or not. That was one of the commandments. Thou shalt love thy God, the Lord thy God. The Lord means who you follow, thy God, with all of your heart, with all of your soul, and with all of your mind. When I think of my thoughts, before I act, I think of my thoughts. Before you act, you think of your thoughts. What is your foundation? What are your thoughts derived from? Now, what we're looking at today in the United States, we have a system in place that's being disrespected. And this is not the first system that's being disrespected. God's system was been disrespected when we took prayer out of schools, when we stopped allowing our money to be in God we trust instead of greed. We've taken God, the Lord, our God, out of the system, and we put up other things in front of God in the system. And we're doing it now on a lower level, on a human level. We did it on a spiritual level. Now we're doing it on a human level. And it's not going to end up well for us if we don't stop playing this game where someone is pissing on our heads and telling us, oh no, it's rain. And we're saying, oh, it's rain. No, we have to stop acting like we're not mature adults. Because if we don't stand up against the problem, we are a part of the problem. So I appreciate all of those that speak out for truth, like myself. And those of you that know the truth, please begin to speak out. Don't be afraid. Stand up for what is right. Because we want everybody. We love our neighbors as ourselves. That's the same chapter, Matthew 22, that's verse 29. Love your neighbor as you love yourself. Love one another just like you love yourself. Be encouraged, children of God, and walk with God. Because the 40th verse, it tells us these are the laws of God that we need to follow, because it dictates our future. Be safe, keep social distancing, please wear your mask, and please sit still and let this virus pass. Be blessed, children of God. Be encouraged. Get strong in God in these times where we're inside. Get strong in God. Get strong in your faith. And until next time, I love you with the love of the Lord.